All right, I'm here live from PorcFest. We're not really live, it's pre-taped. Pre-taped from PorcFest here with presidential candidate Vermin Supreme. Vermin, welcome to PorcFest.
Hello, and
Nice to
thank
meet you
you
as well.
for having me here at PorcFest. As you can see, it's a beautiful day, and there's porcupines left and right, and everywhere you can look, the
Have you
quills
seen
are
many
out.
porcupines around? I've been looking.
Just the human variety. Just the human variety.
What exactly brings you here to PorcFest, Vermin?
Well, naturally, as a libertarian, I think this is one of the finest libertarian events in all of New Hampshire, all of New England, perhaps even America. Because, of course, I love the state of New Hampshire, the great people of New Hampshire, and this is where I know a lot of people from the Liberty Movement. In fact, New Hampshire was had a lot to do with my conversion to the Libertarian train, if you will, over the years, meeting the various activists and seeing what it was all about.
What kind of reception do you get from libertarians about your sometimes controversial positions that you take? Some people would say they don't all quite align with the NAP. Others might. You might make an argument they do. One of your positions is of course, mandatory toothbrushing. So can you explain your position on that from a libertarian aspect?
Well, of course, the state has a vested interest in your oral health. Obviously, dental health is almost equivalent to mental health in a way. Studies have shown that lack of flossing, for example, can lead to Alzheimer's. Fact, not being particularly facetious on that.
Do you floss daily?
Not daily,
No,
but
I'm not accusing you of
fairly often.
developing Alzheimer's
Whoa!
or
What kind of
anything
ambush?
like that,
What kind of ambush question is this? What
I
kind
don't
of
mean to imply.
Whoa! I'm going to walk off the set just like Ron Paul. Good day, sir. Nah, just kidding. But anyway, yeah. So once again, I mean, we have to maintain some perspective on it, okay? Now, here's the Venn diagram. Vermin's imaginary campaign.
Okay, I got a picture. Let's see
Okay,
it.
reality.
All right.
And there's an overlap. Okay, so we got to concentrate on the overlap. Now, of course, I could give you the answer from the imaginary Vermin campaign, my perspective of secret dental police and this, that, and the other thing. Now, is it very libertarian? Obviously not. However, am I making a point? Maybe I am. I'm not saying I am. I'm not saying I'm not. It all depends who's asking. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I am seeking the Libertarian nomination for the presidency. And the Libertarian Party is, of course, the only party that is foolhardy enough to allow me to even attempt such a thing. When I attempted such a thing with the Dems, they shut me down fast,
They did not
as
allow
did the
you on
Republicans.
stage, huh?
Not even close, not even into their events. But the Libertarians and the Libertarian Party seem to have welcomed me, invited me into their environs with welcome arms. They have a real appreciation for my work. Because, as you know, I'm a highly respected political satirist, and that means that all you
Is this satire?
right now,
Hold on a second.
it's debatable. Once again, it's the overlap. Like I say, there's that overlap there, and so I'm trying to bring what I've developed, this character, this mythology, all these, the toothbrushing, the zombies, and the audience that I've cultivated and developed. And let me say, the demographic is a lot of young people, a lot of potential people who might join the party, a lot of people who might actually vote. So this is my first actual campaign. I will say every other campaign has been for the lulz. It wasn't a real one. However, this campaign is much different.
So you're filing the paperwork and
yes,
all of that stuff?
I have a 527 political organization. It's called Pony Up America. I am filing with the FEC as an official candidate. I have a campaign staff who have had experience in previous libertarian campaigns. I am actively seeking delegates to attend the Austin 2020 convention. With a little bit of luck, I have every intention of making it to the debate stage. I have an undeniable base of support in the Libertarian Party. Now, once again, some people have a slight problem with that. And once again, if I was not me, let me say, there are arguments to be made that I'm a very good candidate for the Libertarian Party. There are arguments to be made that I am not. If I was not me, I would be strenuously arguing against it. I would say, Vermin Supreme, the guy with the boot on his head, for president, I say that's probably not a really good idea. However, because I am me, I of course can only go with the best possible arguments. A lot of people seem to have a problem with the framing, or how can it be framed? And I believe it is in the framing. And I believe that the Libertarian Party can put up a joke candidate and not be considered a joke party, simply with it saying something to the effect, we are the Libertarian Party. We are a serious party. We have ideals. We have visions. We are actively working towards a new society. But the duopoly presidential elections become a total joke. Here's fucking Vermin Supreme. Ha ha ha.
Is that sort of the broader goal of what you're trying to do here? Is to point out that maybe some people do take politics too seriously, and in many ways, especially the system that most people accept, that is the real joke if you really break it down.
Oh yeah, no, I think making fun of politics is sort of like pissing on fish in a barrel. It's very simple and easy to do, and I've just been very lucky to find a particular way to do it that seems to resonate with a lot of people. I've been very lucky. Working the presidential, running for president. I mean, that's a crazy thing in and of itself. It's this very tiny niche, but once you're doing it, you're working on a national and international scope. One of the beautiful things about running for president is that it's a self-declarative statement. All you have to say is, I am running for president. It becomes a fact, indisputable fact. No one can prove it. You can't argue it. So it becomes a real thing. So by presenting myself, with these wacky platforms and the magic boot that I wear upon my head, I've managed to amplify my free speech, my First Amendment right of speech, a million times. If I was just a normal guy on the street, dressed normally, speaking normal things, it would be very easy to ignore a person like that. But it's hard to miss it. I have found this formula, and so I make an offer to Libertarian Party. I am offering my services as a candidate. It's a natural extension of the thing that I've been doing for 30 years. And I believe that it's feasible. Now, let's say, for example, 3.9 million high school kids graduate a year. Round that up to 4 million. Give me 2 of those years, 2019, 2020, that's 8 million, 17 million college kids. So that's a pool of 24, 25 million voters. If I can get 1 out of every 4, that would garner 5% of the general election vote.
So is that who you're looking at? People that maybe haven't even voted yet? People that aren't interested in politics, whether they're young people
Absolutely.
Or they're even older people that maybe lose interest and then they see you and say, well,
there
what's this guy all about?
There are 40 million Americans that are eligible to vote that did not vote in the last election. I believe, and once again, the gold standard for the Libertarian Party for the purposes of my presentation is 5%. There was 130 million people voted the last election. 6.5 million voters would equal 5%, which would guarantee ballot access for the Libertarian Party. I believe that with the character, with the universe that I've developed, it would be very easy to start presenting libertarian ideas. I mean, I have made the agreement that I will bring in the Libertarian Party platform as my own, because if I am representing a party, I am representing their platform. What is a party but their platform? And personally, I agree with 75% of the platform, and the rest I'll just fudge.
What's one thing in the platform you disagree with that you can think of offhand?
I'm not going to go there. I'm not even going to mention it. It's irrelevant. We'll just leave it there. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot going for a possible Vermin Supreme candidacy. And I do stand a reasonable shot at this point. I do seem to have a level of support that is undeniable, and a lot of people see the sense in it. A lot of even pragmatic-leaning people realize that a Vermin Supreme candidacy would be pragmatic, because they can see the possibilities. I'm simply presenting the idea. I'm trying to get people to agree that it is not inconceivable, that it's not impossible. It's not. You can't dismiss it out of hand. That if I were the Libertarian nominee, that we would get a whole lot of press attention. That we would revigorate the youth voter base. That we would reach out. I believe you have gotten
some mainstream appearances already out of this. Is that not right?
Well, I've been attending a number of Libertarian state conventions because my campaign staff tells me that's what one must do to prove that one is a serious candidate.
Yeah, shake the hands and kiss the Libertarian babies.
Seeking delegates. I'll be happy if I get on the debate stage with 100 delegates. That will be fine, and I guarantee that I will help make that event go viral. So there are things that I have to offer and that I'm willing to offer, and I'm willing to work in the libertarian context. It will be an informational campaign. It will be an educational campaign. It will be an entertaining campaign. We will be bringing forth a lot of wacky ideas, but it will be illustrating the libertarian principles. And that's what I think we want to do. More freedom, less government.
That sounds awesome. One more thing I'd like to address, obviously a major staple of your campaign, are ponies. So can you address how the ponies work into really many different aspects of your overall presentation here?
Well, everybody loves a pony.
I've never met anyone who doesn't.
I'm going to ride my pony to the hotel pool. I'm going to ride it till I can't ride it no more. Going to ride my pony to my hotel room. Yeah, got my pony in the sun.
This guy's
my
got
pony's
songs.
having fun, son. Ponies like to run, yeah. Ponies #1, yeah.
Old Town Pony.
Old Town Ponies. Yeah, we're going to ride those ponies. We're going to ride our ponies into a zombie-powered future. Ponies are delicious. Ponies are nutritious. Ponies are a renewable, recyclable resource that will bring us into the 23rd century. We will be able to disengage from the fossil fuel industry. It's a post-fossil fuel world. Ponotopia. It's going to be an amazing place. It's going to be an amazing race, and we'll all have ponies.
Well, if you find interest in a pony-based economy, or just like what you're hearing here from Vermin Supreme, where can they find more about your campaign, Vermin?
On the internet.
The internet. Just go to the internet. You know how this works. Why do we need plugs anymore?
Right.
God, just start typing.
Well,
I mean,
you YouTube Vermin Supreme and you see all the crazy videos, and you just ask yourself, well, while you're watching any of my interaction with Chris Christie or Ted Cruz or any of that, just say, wow, what if Vermin Supreme was the Libertarian nominee at that point, and how would that have been different, and what kind of impact that would have really had if that were the case at that time. But you can go to verminsupreme.com. I think you put an HTTPS : / in front
something
of it.
like that, a backslash,
for
a forward
security,
slash.
for safety and stuff. These are dangerous times on the internet. And yeah, that's your best bet. Kick down to my campaign for sure. I've got a 527. It's called Pony Up America. It's real. We're going all the way, people. All the way. Victory, people. Victory is ours. Follow me to victory.
Vermin Supreme, thank you so much. Best of luck here at
Thank you very
PorcFest. I'll
much.
see you
Have a
around.
great day. Bye-bye.
Take care.